Hi guys, welcome to the mix. It's time for another weekly roundup, and a bit of an apology to start. It has been a while. I don't know what's happened since the start of September, because I know I complained a little bit. If you follow some of these videos, God help you, about August having a lot of problems with our systems and careers and things, and being a bit slower in general. September, quite the opposite really. It's been a full-on one from the start. We've had loads of new things, so the just arrived category on site's looking pretty good. And yeah, loads of orders. Thank you guys, keeping us nice and busy. And I haven't really had time to jump on and do this. I'm not sure if this is the very first weekly roundup of September or whatever. Strictly speaking, I wanted to do on the weekend just gone. Sadly, well, the main thing here, the Ghost Energy hadn't come in by then. We were waiting. I mean, it's way ahead of schedule anyway, but the cans hadn't quite come in. I really wanted them to get in on the next one. So it's actually middle of the week. It's hump day as I'm filming this, so probably not a great idea. God knows I'm going to need the energy, but we got a pretty good one, so we're going to make up some lost time. Obviously, the big one, the ghost in the room, is the unmissable, I mean, they're basically highlighter hazard coloured, always striking. The Ghost Energy here, so it's the Ghost Lifestyle's first foray from supplements and stuff into energy drinks, so very cool. And then, as you see, we've got a bunch of cool snacks on the end. Gym Buddy's back, new Miracle Cake Bars from Lodo, taking a while coming in, and yes, a new Field Bar from ESN. So lots to go through here, and I'll try and keep it snappy for you. But straight in then, the Ghost Energy, I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys want to check out. And again, I said I wanted to get this video done. I'm doing it on a hump day rather than the weekend. The stock we got in actually wasn't a bad amount, bad number of cases. But as you can imagine, with everything Ghost, so many folks want to be seen with it, so many folks want to try this, so many folks have seen it teased over the last, it's been months really. There have been little hints and stuff coming up. And it's not even out in the States actually, so it's kind of a head start we got here in Europe, which is rare for once. But this is probably what a load of you are most interested in. So dive into that. You can see we've got 3 flavours. There are actually 4. In the States, there's a Sour Patch Kids one, the red berry. Sadly, we don't have that over in Europe at the moment, but they are working on it. It's the usual licensing deal, but that's another striking yellow can. Very cool. Sure, it's lovely. I haven't tried it, but don't worry, we've got fantastic flavours here. And I'll lead in with the main one, the Warhead Sour Watermelon. This is obviously their, I guess, their OG, authentic AF collab flavour that you find in all their other supplements. So I grabbed here, obviously the Legend, kind of what started it all in terms of this. So Warhead's logo, all official and everything. This is worked on, this is developed, this is signed off by Warheads themselves. So yeah, Ghost do it all above board, by the book, all, you know, full quality, full whatever. So I mean, this is the authentic experience delivered in these kind of things. Very cool. It's been done, brought over for the Ghost Energy as well, and it's extra cool because I think for the first time with Ghost doing this, it's not just supplements that you might find in GNC in the States or indeed in the UK in quirky shops like this. When you start doing energy drinks and RTDs and grab and go and things like this convenience stuff, yeah, you start to get it in supermarkets, grocery stores, forecourts, petrol stations, things like that. So very, very cool. More and more people can find this awesome brand that obviously you guys watching this know, you know how good it is. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, 3 flavours I mentioned. You've probably seen these teas if you follow anything Ghost do. And we've got citrus, that's the blindingly yellow can. Let's bring them in for you. There you go. Where's the actual lens here? I'm sorry, I've moved things around again, as you'll probably notice, because we have even less space in the shop, and I've had to squidge on the end of the thing here to give you some kind of backdrop that isn't just boxes. But there you go, the citrus, blindingly yellow. There's the collab one I just mentioned. Obviously, we have got the Warhead's logo on there. You've got the 2-tone colour thing that I think is actually coming to the regular flavours too for the next kind of run. This is the first run of these things, so bear that in mind. Yeah, it looks amazing anyway. It's you can't really get, if I go around here just to make sure you're picking up on this, the it's actually hard to describe how awesome these are on even on a video or something like this. I suppose it's because it's tactile as well. Yes, they look great, you know, the Ghost stuff looks great, and of course I'm going to go through it, tastes great, but it's you can see the amount of work, I dread to think the cost of this, going into just the labels of these things. So yeah, it's all sick, it's all cool, it's all yeah, I mean yeah. See, I'm lost for words really. I mean, you know I love this stuff, I'm always fawning, but it just looks cool. You just want to pick it up And that's exactly what you want in something like this, is more grab and go than actual supplementy tub. So we'll take you through the breakdown on it on the other ones. But yes, it's suffice to say, it looks amazing. Same striking logo. It's raised off as well, so you can kind of feel it. And it's got the sort of graffiti background watermark as well. Everything you have come to know and love from the rest of Ghost supplement line. And then finally, we have got the tropical mango. Bring that into very, very orange. Yeah, you can see I think they're going to make this part here a different color tone as well for the next one. I think I've seen it on their YouTube, the episodes. So there you go. You've got the 3 flavors, blah, 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 blah. Very cool. So what are they promising with this? Legendary energy. Well, that's a given. Legend is kind of their, it's what they're most famous for in terms of pre-workouts at least. So yeah, legends are the kind of Ghost fam, and legendary energy, that is absolutely what you want from an energy drink. Go figure. So legendary energy, epic focus, 0 sugars, no artificial colors. I think it's 5 calories a can or thereabouts. What has it got in it? It's got 200 milligrams of caffeine, not just caffeine, but natural caffeine. I'll take you through why that is in there in a minute, what's cool about it. There's a gram of acetyl L-carnitine, so L-carnitine, a lot of you guys have heard of that. Alpha GPC at 150 milligrams. That's a mentally focused type thing, so it's to aid cognitive whatever. And then neurofactor, same deal. And it's got 7 daily B vitamins, etc. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these drinks will always have taurine, ginseng, yada. So you'll see that on loads of energy drinks. So it's that kind of deal. There are 1 or 2 beneficial things in here as well, beyond just the caffeine and the surge it gives you. But the real magic of this is the marriage of, let's hold up my favorite one here, is the marriage of the caffeine, so the kind of surge, the boost, what most people will look for in these things, and the nootropic ingredients. So that's the epic focus boosting ingredients they're talking about here. Very cool, because not only personally do I find that offsets any particular rocket ride from the caffeine and then a crash thereafter. So because it's natural caffeine, as I said, you shouldn't get so much of that. Perhaps anecdotally, I find it hits a little bit harder almost than the pharmaceutical stuff, than the engineered, the caffeine that's sort of made in a lab, as it were, as an ingredient. But it's supposed to have a smoother come down because I guess it's a more natural product, right? It doesn't have quite sort of artificially contrived experience. It's the general idea. Either way, natural sounds pretty cool, and Ghost don't want to give you a crash after this, right? So natural caffeine, they're using that in more and more of their products. It's got a nice sound to it. And the focus ingredients, the alpha GPC primarily, carnitine will factor in on that as well. And the neurofactor you get in a bunch of pre-workouts. So that's a very good ingredient, again, for helping you get that kind of laser vision, concentrating on what you're doing, quieting all the external worry stuff that's in your head from outside the gym, just to make you get on with the workout. Well, the cool thing is these can be used, they're used anywhere, but the whole Ghost thing was to be seen outside the walls of the gym and stuff. So it's great as a pre-workout. You'll get a good buzz off this as well. Fantastic. It's also great if you're working, you're creating, you're doing video editing, as I will be doing after this, yet you're gaming. Obviously, Ghost have got a big focus on gaming at the moment, so that's very cool. So yeah, anything that might involve, that might require a bit of a mood boost, that might involve some extra energy, you get it. So hump day, very, very appropriate to do this. And I'm going to open this because I want to show you a couple of unusual bits about this. And the first one you'll notice right away, I do actually have a cup to pour some of this out. It is clear, so it's not like there's any wacky zany colours like they've got in their powder pre-workouts in these things. There's no artificial colours or anything, more or less clear. But it's also very, very busy. Can I see if you can hear this? You hear that? You hear that fizz straight away? So, ooh, spraying. That is pretty cool. Not only does it make it, the effervescence, not only does it make it quite refreshing, quite lively, but it's not that common in these sort of drinks. And that's because these aren't solely focused at doing stuff in the gym where maybe you want a lower carbonation or anything. These are supposed to grab you, as indeed the flavours do. I'm smelling the watermelon right now, instantly launches out of the can. Yeah, I mean, really, you have to try one of these guys because not only, obviously, they look great, but they taste great too, and it's quite a unique experience. So I'm going to pour out for you here. And I don't know, the best, if I do this maybe from this angle, you'll see, oh yeah, okay, I made a massive hash of that, but can you see how fizzy that is there? So it does die down, don't worry, it's not like you've got a mouthful of head on it, but it probably merits pouring, kind of like, what can you see on there? Kind of merits pouring, it's got a very subtle sort of shade to it, I guess it's because the ingredients in it, but I mean, it almost looks a bit like, you know, champagne or something. So yeah, added bonus there if you want to look like you're drinking something elegant and refined. And indeed it is. So there you go. That's quite unusual. In that a lot of these drinks tend to rein it back in on that. So Ghost always like to stand out from the crowd. They like to do things a little bit differently, and indeed that's what they've gone for here. And it's actually, I was a bit worried when they said that at first, but indeed it certainly does seize you a little bit more. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a fan. Okay. What have we got? I've got a couple of appropriately coloured straws as well. I've gone with the green and kind of the closest I can get on the pinky purple for the Warheads logo there. Let's do this. Let's do it the full silly way. Bendy straws. So, as I say, it smells very strongly. So you have to try it to experience that. Oh, wow. This is cool. Because, for me, and I've told this to the guys themselves, this is my feedback straight away, it does taste very juicy. It does taste very fresh. The flavours in here are strong. Ghost is known for, yes, quite sweet things, but it's known for bold flavours, yes, unique flavours and the rest, and they've really delivered that in the drinks here. And I wonder if perhaps for maybe not the first time, but I wonder if perhaps the drink experience formulating these, the R&D of it, because there's less going on in the way of pharmaceutical ingredients, because it's not got half a dozen ingredients, 12 ingredients and everything that some of the other products do, be it the Glow, be it Gamer, be it Pump, be it Legend, loads of other stuff to be working against there, like, I don't know, beta-alanine and things like that. Because it's not got any of that, I kind of wonder if they've had greater scope to actually nail the flavours and to really put extra effort into those. I mean, even beyond what they normally do. And mainly in terms of this Warhead one, because to me, for the first time, this is the closest to the actual Warhead candy. So it is sour. There's a very sour back note on this, and you can really taste the watermelon candy. I mean, I haven't had Warheads in a little while, but this tastes exactly to me the memory in my head. It's almost uncanny. So very cool if you're a fan of those sweets. This is the be all and end all of that. But also very unique. We've got tons of energy drinks here. I'm surrounded by them. You can't see them around the camera, but we have nothing that tastes quite like that. And of course you wouldn't, because Ghosts are the only guys who've done the authentic flavour collab with Warheads. Go figure. So it's quite delicious. Okay, that's also a little bit fiddly, so I'm not going to persist with that one. But I just wanted to show you the bubbles. I wanted to show you it was clear. And you get the idea. So I'm going to go back to drinking the can, but of course I'm going to open the others to just describe to you as well. Needless to say, this has been the bestseller, and I think it will continue to be. It's the same as in the rest of their pre-workouts. The authentic collab style flavours tend to, I guess, grab the eye first off. They tend to get the most attention, kind of headline things. So we do sell loads of the Warhead Sour Apple, Warhead Sour Watermelon. Other ones then. Go next to Citrus. It's a classic one. It's lemony, it's spritey. It's the same kind of deal. So again, very, very strong flavours. You'd swear they were, you know, I mean, there's probably some element of natural flavouring in these things, but it's so zingy, it's so zesty, it's so real. It's kind of weird. There's few drinks that really do it, and it does have that slightly thicker texture as well. I mean, we've mentioned it before with America Labs drinks we've done, Doug Miller's ones, so America Energy, and again, they're almost closer to a sort of caffeinated, effervescent juice than they are to water with flavouring in. If you see what I mean, it's a tough way to put it, but it's almost like a full figure experience for an energy drink, and yeah, very cool. So yeah, I should say other ones as well. 0 sugar. Obviously they're sugar free, and anything else I can add. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The other thing is that a lot of the ingredients they've got in here, they're not particularly highly dosed. So I have seen 1 or 2 comments going around the internet. People have been trying these in the States, first introducing them, saying, oh, Ghost should have doubled this, they should have done that. The thing is, it's not really designed as a pre-workout. They've got pre-workouts for that, but at the same time, they don't like to under-deliver, they don't like to disappoint, they don't like to not push the boat out of it. So it's, I think Dan described it in an interview thing as Energy Plus. It's an Energy Plus drink. So it's fundamentally an energy drink. That's going to get you most of the way there. If you pick this up, that's the experience you will have. But with the nootropic ingredients, pretty cool. And obviously those do come over from typically gym type pre-workouts or focus products and stuff. So they are adding a bunch of stuff you don't typically find in products like this, and at dosages you certainly don't find in products like this. But it's not a full pre-workout. If you want a pre-workout experience, obviously there's Legend for that. This is a grab and go one that's going to do a little bit of everything for you and taste great and be refreshing. So you can't ask for more than that at all, really. The other cool thing for the folks who want it to be a full bore pre-workout with 350 milligrams of caffeine in and beta-alanine and loads of other crazy stuff, they have added their favorite ingredient, estrogen. So this is something that you find in the vast majority of Ghost products. It's designed to boost bioavailability and absorption. So the idea is you can have less of the funky ingredients, you can have less of the pharmaceutical, this, that, and the other, which is a good thing. I mean, you don't want to pump loads of stuff into your body and get the same benefit, get the same effect of it in your body. So it's getting more from less, basically. And that's pretty cool as well, because I guess the less other ingredients you put in powdered form and additives and stuff, the more work you can put into delivering a really, really kick-ass flavour experience and the rest. So that's my take on it anyway. I'm sure there's a lot more science behind it. As you know, I'm not that guy, so I'm just going to stumble through the various ingredients there. What I can say, anecdotally, is you really feel this one. There's a euphoric feeling that starts coming as you drink this. It's not a roller coaster. You're not going to get dizzy or anything like that. It's not a full pre-workout by any stretch of the imagination, but you know there's something else going on here. And that's pretty cool. It can make a drink go a lot further as well. Rather than smashing down Monster Ultras without even noticing, there is a real legendary experience, as they promise, that comes out of this, and obviously tastes gorgeous and looks great too. So with the citrus, I've sort of mentioned this, kind of classic. It's a sort of Sprite type flavour, but yeah, very, very zingy, very, very zesty, really captures the imagination, really captures the attention. Lovely, yeah. So, yes, if you're a kind of classical, it's almost got a cream soda-y sort of vibe to it. It's a very traditional kind of like old school lemon sort of flavour. So very, very full, very nice. Final one then is the tropical mango. This is maybe, this is actually just outselling the citrus from what we've seen so far, but it's obviously behind the sour watermelon. But this, some people will probably go on citrus and some people probably prefer this one. This is smoother, I guess. I mean, tropical mango, it would be. They're sweeter fruits, it's a bit more exotic. Again, fizzy again, spraying everywhere. This one is, straight away, I mean, when the guys tried it, we did a team sampling. As soon as we got hands on these things, they got schnapps. They got sort of peach schnapps, I guess, because it's common flavour in schnapps you get. But it is that kind of vibe. It's mellow, but at the same time, it's got a kick to it. Yeah, very nice, very nice, very it's not laid back. It's not, but I mean, there is a kick to it, as I say. So again, with the effervescence, the fizziness, that certainly gives it another shove as well. But it's it's not a lackluster flavour by any stretch of imagination. It's just as fruity, juicy, and full as all the other ones. But it is a smooth, more chilled vibe, I suppose, because of the tropical mango one. There you go. I can't say too much more about it. Some of you folks will just love the citrus thing. Some of you folks will hate mango with a passion. Like, you know, this horses for courses, you're always going to find something you like from this range for sure. The most singular from the ones we've got so far, definitely the Warhead Sour Watermelon. It's not, I don't think I've ever had sour candy delivered in a drink like this before. Not nearly this effectively anyway, and that incredibly authentic aftertaste. And then you've got the two classic ones. Either way, yeah, fizzy, exciting, best served chilled. It will do you through a workout wonderfully, but it's obviously great to sit at the desk as well. This is what I've been doing. It's been the last few days, booking in new stock, putting up new products and all the rest of it. And yeah, I couldn't be happier to have it. So what else is there to say about this one? So put this to the side. So even the trays look great, right? I had to pull this out here. It's got the Warheads logo on it. They're all colour themed. They all match what's going on with the cans as well. Oh, yeah, my counter can't take it. This is old now. But yeah, looks fantastic. We wrestled in some stock, not enough stock. I knew this would get hammered, and obviously because we ship to certain European countries and stuff as well, it's always going to bring a lot of attention to us. in terms of getting sales on these things. Obviously, the vast majority being UK sales, but yeah, we've sold more than half of what we managed to get our hands on already. And the horrible thing is, I don't think I can get any more. I think the importer distributor is out of them at the moment. Obviously, you won't find these on the Ghost website, not even on the Ghost US website. Talking to them, they may come in some sort of selection pack to the EU site in the future, but right now this is only the first batch. There isn't enough to go around globally, so it's kind of grab what you can when you can, and we're very lucky to get it so early here. Obviously, Ghost are going for a fuller launch over in the States, mainly in retail stores and GNC, stuff like that, so yeah, getting out of the chiller. Kicking off in October. So right now I think they've got, if you go to ghostenergy.com, there's more details about it, but they are doing like secure a can. I think in America, I don't think it goes to Europe. They're doing every day you can go on and snag a can and you pay the postage, you get to try it, and then there's the fuller launch coming up. Anyway, sorry, that's a lot of time talking about energy drinks, but they are Ghost energy drinks. Obviously, you know I love raving about this sort of stuff, and yeah, it's a big launch for us to have come in now. Very, very exciting, and I live on these damn things, so I'm probably going to have to get a mini haul for myself just to see me going through it. I think there will be more stock hitting the mix, hitting the UK, probably, I'm going to say conservatively back end of October. So what we have right now may well be it. Jump on, grab this. When you see this video, we really don't have too much of it left. So I mean, I never want to do a big sort of heavy sales pitch and things, but basically what's going to happen is it'll sell out probably this weekend, and we will get loads of DMs saying, oh guys, when it's come back in, I missed a can, etc. And I hate letting people down, but on this one, it's totally out of our hands. We've got to wait for the next run in the States, then it's got to get put on a container, put on a ship, then it's got to make it over here. It's a long process. So yeah, worth grabbing while it's here, and loads of you have. So that's cool. Right, snack time. We'll push any drinks out of the way. Thank you for bearing with me through that one, but I wanted to cover them basically before they sold out. That's why I'm doing it now midweek, because by the weekend, I don't think we're going to have that much left at all. And you know, it's stupid to say, oh guys, jump over to the mix, grab yourself a bundle of these. And we do have a pick and mix bundle, by the way. We have a mixed 12-pack bundle, which we've called the More Energy equals More Life bundle. So that's riffing off the Dan's kind of More Cookies, More Life with their choc chip cookie way, which is still killing it. But yeah, you pick and mix 12 across the 3 flavors. So most folks are going 4, 4, and 4. But yeah, it's totally up to you. The choice, as always, is yours in the mix. Or you can just buy single cans. There you go. So they're just shy of £3. They're not particularly cheap for this one, but in time, when there's more shipment come in and the exchange rate's better and the rest of it, I'm sure we can get that down a little bit as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pre-workout wise, just sipping on the go, fantastic. Okay, snack wise, where am I at? Lost a lot of time. We'll try and whip through these a little bit. ESN bars, I mentioned these. ESN company over from Germany. We've been lucky enough to get our hands on some of these. ESN make them themselves. They make them in small batches. They run a few flavors at a time. It's murder to get hold of them, even in Germany, let alone here in the UK. But the one flavor we missed from the launch we did a while ago, I think it might even have been the last video, maybe the video before, I covered a bunch of these, scoffed them. I'm sure you enjoyed the orgasmic sounds of eating them. You're going to get more in a minute. We've got peanut caramel. So there you go, classic flavour, sort of Snickers combo. We've got milk chocolate coating on it. We've got crunchy peanut nibs. I'm just going to show you the damn thing. It didn't come in with the first launch, but we did finally manage to get the next run on it, and we've got some in now. Obviously, as we said as well, they do 2 types of bar, and I did cover both in that previous video. If you want to jump onto the channel and go back a bit, it'll be on there somewhere, or it's on the listings on site, probably. They do a 60 gram, which they call the designer crispy bar. Because I think it's got protein crispies in it as well, which nudges up the protein, nudges up the size, and it's a little bit more of a mouthful. And they've got a smaller, it's not exactly mini, it's still a reasonable sized bar. 45 grams, this one still has loads of crunchy nibs, so still loads of texture going on. It's still got that same kind of gooey core running through it. It's got the protein out of the milk chocolate coating. All the great stuff that folks have been going mad about online. They are that good. If I bring it here to show you. This bar really is quite a delight. So peanut, we're all peanut nutters here. Who doesn't love peanut? And it looks like a Ferrero Rocher from the outside. Obviously, they do a hazelnut nougat that is uncannily like a Ferrero Rocher, but this is a peanutty sort of Snickers experience. Nothing more to see there. Let's see if I can get some gooey thing for you. Hang on. If I do, what am I up to? If I do that, come on. What have we got? What's the best bit? I mean, it's hard because the core's in the middle. Come on. Oh, you missed. You didn't focus for the money shot. How bad is that? think ghost cam. There you go. So you sorry, sort of ruined that one, guys. But you kind of get it. You can see the caramel running through it. It is very, very sexy. It's delicious. It's thicker than a Snicker and all that stuff that Millie did for the post. But yeah, you've got the protein kind of nougat outer thingy. You've got the gooey caramel running through the middle. You've got a lovely low sugar milk chocolate coating with tons of roasted peanut nibs. It is quite amazing. It tastes even better than it looks. Really does. Fantastic bar. So glad we finally managed to get it in. And these things again. Look at that. It really is dinner time here, so I can justify it. It's been a long day packing cans again. Okay. Numbers on these things are about the same. 170 calorie bar. Wow. 7.5 grams of fat. Sugar's super low at 1.4. Wow. 35 grams of carbs. 14 grams of protein. So it's not a full size bar. It doesn't hit that 20. The crunchy bars, the crispy bars, they do hit that 20. But for these ones, super delicious, super satisfying still, even at the 14 grams. Peanut caramel, classic combo. This is the nicest one we've got in the mix. I think I'm going to stick it out there and say it. You have to try it. So much caramel, so much peanut flavour. Pulls it right back from being smoky. It's on the sweeter side. But again, you need that to offset it. Otherwise, with the peanut flavour goes in, it can be a little bit bitter. This totally balances that one out. And obviously the roasted peanut nibs as well add texture, add crunch, sex appeal, wonderful. So there you go. That's how I'd whip through it. In the mix now, whilst we have them, sales are accelerating as people are discovering these. If you look on the site, you see the great reviews coming in. We have a review section at the bottom of all the different products, and review emails get sent out. And yeah, loads of people, 5-star reviews coming back here, raving about them with good reason. They are pretty epic and they are unique. As I say, ESN make these things themselves. No one else is doing bars quite like this at the moment. You're going to love them. Both sizes, equally epic. We have bundles for both sizes as well, because there's a bit of a price difference. I think it's 23 quid for a mixed 12 box of the mini ones here, the mini designer bars, and that's 4 flavours of them now. So there's the hazelnut nougat, there's the almond coconut that's really nice. I know a lot of people don't like almond coconut, but it's a really nice bar. And there is the fudge brownie, which I think is damn near sold out. I don't know when we're going to get more of that one in. That's the newest launch they've actually done. Epic. It's got like cacao nibs and stuff in it as well. Really authentic, rich chocolate brownie experience. That's amazing too. But if that one has gone out of stock when you see this, try this one instead. That definitely takes second place from it. Well, actually, this is probably my favourite in the smaller bars, then the choc brownie. But yeah, amazing. Okay, next snack. This one is the Lodo Miracle Cake Bar. Got that. Very, very sexy boxes, actually. Give fair play to them here. Lodo, I don't talk about them on here a fair amount because they tend to do... UK company, I think they're based up in Manchester, they tend to do functional bakey type stuff. So you may not, if you've seen my videos before, you may not have seen anything from them. I have covered them once or twice, but they do these miraculous like these. They do these uncannily low calorie, basically nothing to it but kind of protein, and they're gluten-free, keto, all the rest of it. Wraps, that was what they were famous for. And these wrap things, it's kind of psyllium husk and some other wacky ingredients doing it, but they're high fiber, they're low carb, they're high protein. Pretty amazing things. A little bit pricey, but yeah, you can do loads of cool stuff with it. So some people are really devoted to them. And you can make pizza bases with them. So ridiculously low calorie. If you, you know, again, they've got recipes for it. You can top it however you wish. But yeah, you can flash fry them and then bake them. And you can make them as pizza bases. You can do quiche stuff with them. You can do tacos with them. I think you can even do like cookie stuff. There's loads and loads of things. But anyway, they were famous for doing those wraps. We do carry them. They're in the mix at the moment. Then they did a brownie mix, which is again a low sugar one. And it's kind of one kit all ready to go. And I think you just add water and mix it up, actually. I think it's that simple, but it makes pretty nice brownies, fudgy, and again, it's got like nibs in it and stuff as well. So it's a very complete thing, very low, it's like 70 calories, I think, a brownie square when it comes out. They're pretty generous and gooey too. And they've got like a southern coating, so it's like a mock bread coating for doing sort of southern fried type stuff, and you kind of fake away at home. Anyway, most recently, just to catch you up, It's obviously I don't show them because there's not a lot to see. You have to make stuff with it. Most recently, they actually came out with these probably about a year ago, 9 months ago. We never managed to get stock. They never made enough of them at the time to be able to get stuff to retailers like us. So we had to sit on the sidelines, and then they just stopped making them for a bit. I know they were working on the recipe and they wanted to perfect it and everything. So it basically went away again, and we didn't hear anything more about it. Well, they're back. They relaunched, teased it for ages. About 2 weeks ago, finally managed to get some stock from the get-go. We bugged them instantly on it. So these are, big intro, the Miracle Cake Bars. So they do look great, only 131 calories. Woo! And these are pretty substantial actually. If you get a box of these, 10 to a box, they're actually fairly weighty. So yeah, cake bars, 131 calories. Ridiculously low sugar, 0.7 grams of sugar, and that's for a 60-gram bar, right? So that's insane. High fiber, yes, that's great. They're not gluten-free. I know they were trying to make it gluten-free. I don't think they pulled it off. But yeah, amazing things anyway. Reduced calorie, full of taste, rich chocolate flavor, low sugar, etc. So yeah, they do taste great. They are chocolatey, they are indulgent, but for not zero, but very, very low calories. It's kind of unbelievable. So I'm going to show you one of these. I opened one earlier. Where is it? I only did it earlier because the packets are quite hard to get into. Anyway, it's not a huge amount of featuring to see, but it's a great big chocolate kind of log thing. There you go, come on. Yeah, pretty featureless, but inside this calm, cool, unauspicious chocolate coating, you have got a cake bar. Woo! So there you go. Again, there's not a world to see here, even though these things are pretty much, made up and good to go. But it's very, very. Oh, I'm going to get the lighting's crap in here too. Very soft and cakey. I can break it up like that. What am I doing? Okay, it's getting late. It's light, it's moist, it's got a huge amount of decadence that comes from, you see the actually very thick chocolate coating on the thing. Oh, all too easy to eat. They heat up really nicely as well, as you can imagine. So maybe you can have them with that halo top and stuff. What are you talking about? Protein. So per thing, 3.5 grams of protein. Not bad what it is, but it's not a protein bar. They're not trying to do it as that. It's supposed to be shooting for the guilt-free thing. So it says high fiber, 26.5 grams of carbs, but sugars, yeah, 0.7. Fiber, 12 grams. Very cool. They do say Miracle Cake Bar for 130 calories. You just you just couldn't believe that. And it is big as well. It's satisfying. You can do a lot with that. You could cut it up and put it on top of things. Yet you could heat it up and you can have it as a dessert in its own right. Chocolate melts wonderfully. It's going on my fingers right now. Oh, it's a lovely bar. Lovely boxes here. I say, UK made. Lovely guys doing it as well. So if you're a fan of their bases, then you're definitely going to want to try this out. If you're a fan of the brownie mix. If not, it's a great intro to it, because then you can see one of the other miraculous things they work up. But really nice bars. Glad we finally got them. So they are in the mix now. Just the one kind of flavour or anything at the moment. So there's no pick and mix bundles. But as I say, it's 10 to a box. You get a good deal for that. They're just less than, it's $1.95 a bar when you buy a box. Finally, yes, on the end, you can't miss this. Our old friend Gym Buddy, I've mentioned it a whole bunch of times. Delays as per, but it did make it. The one and only Gym Buddy is back with his protein donuts. Actually, let's pull this out here so you can actually see what we're working with. I'm just going to touch on this because it's more of a restock than anything else. However, things have changed. So, there's so much history here. We've known Tom for a long time. We've had Gym Buddy donuts in one way, shape or form in the mix for 3 years. So we had them right from the get-go when they had to be kept frozen. They were essentially fresh. They had like 7 days, 10 days shelf life. It was quite a it was quite a task just keeping on top of the things and getting them out to you guys and everything. But really, really popular. We used to get deliveries straight from the bakery. Well, fast forward for today. It's a different donut, different format, but it's still same logo, same branding, same ethos behind it. Basically to deliver a delicious, healthy donut. So deliver something that's traditionally a physique destroyer, traditionally junk food, but doing it, lower sugar, lower carb, lower fat, higher protein. So trying to make that perfect guilt-free donut. It's quite an ask. I mean, a lot of things are donut flavored and they don't really taste anything like donuts at all. A lot of things We have donut cookies and stuff, for example. They, nothing donutty about them per se. These are actual donuts. Once upon a time they had icing on. That is something Tom is looking to bring back to these. But right now we have chocolate in this cute kind of, what do you call that, sky blue sort of wrapper, so very pick and mix appropriate. We have cake batter, which is the pink packet you'll have seen here. There you go, sounds very promising. So yeah, you've got straight up chocolate, very fudgy. You've got cake batter here. I'll open one to show you. I was going to do chocolate, but you know what? I've done a load of chocolate things. Like with the Lodo one there, and obviously the peanut caramel bar coated in chocolate. I'm going to open the cake batter for you. Hard to pin this one down, but I said there have been some changes, right? So yes, it's not the ice thing anyway. But when Tom did the last version of this, they're now made over in the States. I think they're going to be, I think they're maybe made in Utah right now, so but they're going to be made in Texas soon. So they've got a new bakery started. So it's all very cool. Tom's been working on these all the time. You'll notice the calories and stuff have changed. So these ones, cake batter is now 130. It was 160. And I think the chocolate one was 140 and it's now 110 calories. So it's 11 grams of protein a piece. Tom jokes, delicious whole food and stuff. So there's lots of good donutty type puns on these things. Basically, reworked it. The donuts are bigger. So there's actually more donut for your money. It's actually a big, fuller kind of thing. And they are lower calories. As I mentioned, the calories have dropped from the last runs we got. And the flavours have been tweaked as well. Both of them have been tweaked just to kind of boost what's there. So personally, the chocolate to me, I think, Tom says the chocolate's had the most work. The chocolate still tastes kind of fudgy, very brownie-like. It is kind of like, I don't know, like a sort of traditional chocolate pudding sort of flavour. I'll just show you the damn thing. I mean, it's obviously a baked thing with a hole, so it's nothing too remarkable to look at. Tear open the packet here. First thing to remember, there's a sort of stay fresh moist strip thingy in there. Take that out, do not eat it, not a great idea. We have got this. So yeah, it smells good, I can certainly say that. Basically what I think they've done to this one, and this is, I think the chocolate is always the best seller, but I mean, I want to like this one more, the cake batter. And obviously it's pink, so even more corporate for us. This one is more vanilla-y, more custardy. It's more fairy cake. It's more kind of angel food cake. Actually, no, what is an angel food cake? Tripped myself up there. It's more fairy cake, more Madeira, more sort of Madeleine type thing. It's yeah, it's a mild flavour, but at the same time it's kind of classic and timeless. I'm really romanticising it, but yeah, the cake batter flavour. There you go. You can see there's a little sheen on the top. It's not icing or anything. It's just the bake coming through, and it's kind of bready, donutty inside. They're about 63 grams now. I think they've been nudged up a bit. So they're certainly very satisfying. Again, warming them up, the same as with the Lodo, have some wonderful effects on them. Great on-the-go type things. Again, whole food type ingredients. There's nothing wacky going on there. Okay, yeah, they really do creep up on you. I mean, as I say, they're not dry. They are quite moist things, but I think you underestimate quite how kind of dense these things are. So I mean, I guess they do almost feel muscular as you're eating them. Yeah, very cool things. I think you can do loads of fun stuff with them. Obviously, you can have half at a time. You can cut it up. You can put them on flex bowls. You can heat the thing up. You can make these kind of freak shake style snacks with them. Yes, the 11 grams of protein in there is pretty cool as well, and they look gorgeous. And there's a third flavour finally is coming. We did try an early version of it. I don't think it's actually been announced, so I should probably keep stum. But it's got a sort of seasonal bent to it. So if it makes it in for the end of the year, that'd be pretty cool as well. So it is growing. As I say, there's been so many hiccups on the route here. I could do a whole hour-long video and then some just talking through the things even we've experienced with these donuts and poor Tom trying to get the whole thing set up. But one day I said he was going to write a Donutocy style book. But yeah, it's a guy called Tom Neal. You'll find him on Instagram and everywhere else. But he's put his heart and soul into doing these things. It's turned into his lifelong mission to deliver the perfect healthy donut. And it's always a pleasure having them back in the mix there, having Tom down to support it and things. So we're just getting started again. So it's a small batch again for now. but they will be coming back to the UK again in a bigger way. And then, as I mentioned, there's more flavours and the rest. So it's a kind of watch this space one. But a lot of people, I mean, they're veggie friendly and things like that as well. So it's quite a nice kind of conscientious friendly snack that actually does quite well. In the same sort of vein that the Field Nano pancakes we have, that many of you probably tried. They're super popular for us, and again, internationally they go out everywhere. The same folks tend to like this, so they're always great compatible products, and I wouldn't be surprised if the same folks also like the cake bar. So we're probably going to get a lot of people. That's why I put them side by side. You see, it's all planned out. It's like a jigsaw. They are, slightly a different kind of breed of snack here in the mix, but yeah, singular and unique in their own right. So yeah, check them out again. They are back now, and obviously Tweaked Formula has brought the calories down too, so they're even more guilt-free. I think 110 calories on the chocolate one there. It's pretty phenomenal given how rich and chocolate it is and the stuff you can do with it, and the 11 grams of protein. So yeah, thoroughly recommended, and yeah, thanks Tom for getting them back to us. Okay, so that's it. This is longer than I intended. Where are we at? Yes, this is at least 10 minutes longer than I was hoping to do. Why was I actually really trying for once to do this in a hurry? Because usually I do these videos on the weekends. You guys who watch this may know. So shop may be closed, but I'm still in here packing orders and doing stuff on the weekends. And I tend to do the videos as I always did, albeit with a different background. Well, we've got so much stuff coming in. When it rains, it pours. Everything has been focused on this week, so I've ticked off a bunch of them. But again, this weekend we should have the return of Mountain Joe's, so I can say that. You've seen that teased, and it's not just Rocky Roads this time. The guy Ben, who's behind the brand there, he has got flapjacks, so a bunch of different flavours. I think 3 different flavours there. They've got cool inclusions and toppings. Flapjacks are never massive for us in the mix. Not going to pretend they are, but they look fun and different, so we'll be doing something with them. He's got millionaire bars, not quite squares, but actually more traditional, like layered, crunchy bars. We've got those coming in, super low sugar on those ones as well, which is nice. And what I'm most excited for, and I haven't even tried these yet, but I've heard amazing things, he's got a whole new brownie experience. So again, with the Lodo thing there, I thought I would get this one out of the way here, just so we've got a clear run at that one. I think we are going to have all these in... she might come in different parts. So obviously there's 3 parts to the big Mountain Joe's relaunch here, and I think we might have 2 of them for the next video. But anyway, we've got to get that one to cover as well. We've had restocks I was going to throw at you quickly too, Colonel Seasons. We finally got bacon cheddar and stuff back. The bacon cheddar in particular, super popular. All flavours are back in the mix right now, so jump on it while we've got them. You know how scarce they are for some of the people who follow those. We've had a load of new Skinny Food Co. stuff, so they're doing this new range called Bake Away. So you kind of get the idea, like I mentioned with the Lodo. But actually, these bases, honourable mention, I haven't tried one yet. I think Millie's going to be first on it. But these are pizza bases, 39 calories per slice, yada yada yada. But there's actually loads of protein in them. So per... how many did this? There's 26 grams of protein for this whole base. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, when we got them out of the packet, I was expecting something small. This is actually epic. Anyway, that's in. There's a bunch of other things from them. There's some more flavours of the syrups. I think we got a blue cheese sauce, which I got out of sheer morbid curiosity. I hate blue cheese, and I can't imagine it's that popular with folks, especially not in the low-calorie sauces. But it is pretty unique, so I thought, why not? Let's try it. That's in the mix as well. So I'll mention more next time, but again, that's to cover. And then we've got more energy drinks, so we might finally see the new 3D energy. So yeah, we'll be doing another video then. I'll cover stuff, and then next week we have currently got a brand new handmade sort of brownie style, again, protein bar things coming. So in the vein of Protein Pantry, we've done Fulsome Foods. We've got a new one we've been working on for a while, which I think you're going to love. They taste sensational. We're going to see if we can do that one as something we carry in the mix and try to keep up with the demand. It'll be a fight. But we will limit now. We'll try to avoid some of the mistakes in the past, and these guys are really on it. Should be amazing. So more details to follow on that. Anyway, new video coming up. That's why I wanted this to be snappy, and now it's not. Now it's even longer again. Sorry. But the big news of the day, let's get the donuts out of the way, is obviously that Ghost Energy is in the mix. For now. It'll probably fly out, as I said. So a lot of people have seen them teasing this online. Looked amazing. Even we didn't think we were getting anything nearly this quickly from them, and it's in now. So go for it. Also on Ghost, I know I should shut up. They have the marshmallow cereal milk whey. That's the latest flavour to have hit the UK, hit Europe. Sadly, they haven't had enough stock to share with us quite yet. but it will be coming. And this is very cool, and you guys have seen this. Obviously, the choc chip cookie is doing really well. Huge novelty there being that there's actually loads of, in this case, Chips Ahoy cookie in there. So there's chocolate chips and they're real cookie pieces, and it's pretty amazing. With this one, I'll do a proper review when it actually comes in, but it's got real marshmallow style pieces in it. So very cool, very crispy, very, very sweet. So if you know Lucky Charms cereal or marshmallow mateys or anything like that, I think the technical name for them is dehydrated marshmallows, but whatever they are, they taste insane, and it's obviously got the lovely cereal milk base underneath this. You really think you're drinking actual leftover cereal milk, and they did a promo with a cute cereal bowl, ghost embossed one with a straw in it too. Really, really nice. The protein itself is wonderfully pulled back. It's just kind of milky, gets out of the way, and you can really enjoy the amount. There's loads of them in here, generous amounts of marshmallows, and they're all pick and mix coloured and stuff as well. So great fun. I don't know if they've still got any on the UK site, but we will have them soon enough, so don't worry about that. But yeah, next one coming from Ghost Lifestyle there as well. Very cool. Oh, okay. Right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to cut this thing off here. Jump over to the mix. As always, you can certainly subscribe to the video here. I never say to do that, but I mean, the subscribers seem to be sneaking up. So some of you guys are crazy enough to watch these things more regularly than I would ever have thought you would have done. And if you go on the website, you can follow the blog. There's a new widget thing that gives you latest news, and we put slightly more of the restocks in there as well. And obviously there's the email list and everything else as well. So yeah, there's loads of stuff coming up as we build up towards the dreaded Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which I think will still be a big deal, COVID or otherwise. And then Christmas, and we've got some cool stuff planned for Halloween. For us, we're still working on the warehouse thing. We are probably going to put in another offer at the end of this month, but that'll probably happen anyway. So things are always moving, always very exciting. Cool. Bye for now, and have a great, well, I'm going to say rest of the week. I usually say have a great weekend, but have a great rest of the week, and I will hopefully see you on the weekend. Bye for now.